Okay, so now mobile money is the next big thing in Africa, and Tayo Oviosu has already brought this revolutionary financial service to Nigeria. He joins me in studio now to discuss Nigeria's mobile payment industry and system. Tayo, thank you for your time.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much for having me.
So let's just begin, I think, broadly by painting the kind of picture. I know when you talk about mobile money, people begin to think M-Pesa, East Africa.
Very true, and it's done very well in Kenya.
Yeah.
And it's making really good strides here in Nigeria.
How pervasive is it so far?
We started, this is the third year since the central bank licensed mobile payments in Nigeria. And Paga, as an example, has been growing at a phenomenal rate over those 3 years. We now have about 2.3 million users on our platform, with over 600,000 of them active in any 90-day period.
Right.
And 7,000 agents, which are mom and pop shops, think of pharmacies, grocery stores in the local community that provide a service point for people to go in and do transactions. We have 7,000 of those in about 34 of the 36 states of this country.
Right.
The 2 states are very obvious, which 2.
Okay, which was out of it.
But really, it's
but perhaps the need even there is even greater, isn't it?
Unfortunately, it is. But given all things going on, that's definitely not a place to go at the moment.
Yeah.
But fundamentally, we are growing very well. We last year did about 6.6 million transactions worth over $450 million.
Right.
And so what we're seeing now is our active users are doing about three plus transactions in any month in particular. And we're starting to see people go from paying for the basic things such as electricity, the television, their phone, to now wanting to use it in their everyday life in terms of paying for goods and services, sending money to bank accounts.
Yeah.
So I think we've seen that the foundation has been laid well to really achieve the goal of cashless Nigeria and the opportunity to bank a lot of people who are not currently banked.
Of course, this depends on people becoming comfortable with the technology, people becoming comfortable with the systems, as well as, of course, the whole issue of costs. Let's begin by just in terms of how big that market could grow. So I've got some figures for you that I wanted to share with you. Earlier on, I was speaking to the CEO of EFINA, and she gave me numbers in terms of Nigerians who are financially included and those who are financially excluded.
Yes.
Amongst just the financially included, before we talk about those who are outside with the potential to come in, you are looking at 45 million. You're talking 3 million. Your market is limitless.
Even among those who are financially included, we still have a long way to go, right? Because I always tell people that I started this business because of my own problems. Right. I was banked with 2 different banks, and yet I was still carrying cash around with me in Nigeria, right? ATMs not working, POS devices not working. So even for those of us who are banked, there's a real opportunity, and this is where Paga partners with the banks. Right. We're not a bank. We're not looking to compete with the banks. We provide a service that allows people to put their money into Paga or link their money from their bank account
Are
or
the banks
use their card.
comfortable with that? How comfortable are they dealing with you and trying to be the link between you and their customers to a degree?
To an extent, we're not really a link between them and their customer, because we actually just help their customer link to the merchant and facilitate the transaction. So really, some banks are more comfortable than others, but I think it's only a matter of time that everybody becomes comfortable with this concept and realize that everybody has different strengths and where they can go. So amongst those who are banked, we still have a long way to go.
Right.
And definitely what we're seeing is that, because you talk about education, we're seeing that our agent network helps reduce the need for the education.
Right.
Because as we've trained 7,000 agents, they're serving customers